Techniques, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now, Barney! Leopard!
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Gone!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Bender. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Detroit! Gone!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bender, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. James has got it. Complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
No. Check, Patriots.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
1st down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Roberts. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And an alley to run. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Let's go, get out. Switch, hey. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off the play fake. Bender. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again to Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Switch, and hey. Done.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Go, get out there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Off play action. Bender. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Bender. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Trevor Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Gun. 47. 26.
Second down, Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Rite of passage. This young they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Hey, 47. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Switch, hey. Move. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Swing.
Prescott from the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bender eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A final shot before break. Bender firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Flush to his right. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep over. That's caught inside the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Bender escaping the pressure right. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Bender eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
stack them up 5. Looking to throw on second down. Bender, throw left side, complete. That's Hunter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Back to throw. Bender. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
To throw on second down. Bender. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers continue to roll. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Bender. Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again. Bender. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, look Like it 56. Like it.
To throw on third down. Bender. And James has it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Bender. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are pouring it on. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
Detroit! Gone!
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Gone!
From the gun, Bender. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Wide, 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off play action. Bender. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bender escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Bender. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 42 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 1st down, Bender. Going deep for Montgomery. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Now they get a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Prescott now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
46.
Hey, check.
Switch and 8. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. The 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Got it. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flushed out right. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Go. Get out there. Got it. Here we go, 46. Switch and 8. 26.
Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Let's go, get out. 26.
He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
46.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go, 47.
They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving breaking through to get him for a loss. Of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Off the play fake. Bender. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Off play action. Bender. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bender escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
On 4th down, Bender. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.